No, I won't go to Apasis.
Arrive here from Perth Airport Terminals 1 and 2. Passengers with luggage are asked to use the lift. Doors closing.
Thank you. Good evening. Thank you very much.
Okay. Kaya bonjour, that means hello and welcome in Nonga language. My name is David and I will be your tour guide today. The coin in front of you, that's Australian kangaroo coin. It weighs 1 ton and made of pure gold. Yes, it's not a replica, it's not a figure of speech. That's literally 1 ton pure gold coin, 99.99% pure gold. It's recognized by the Guinness World Records as the largest gold coin in the world. It was created in 2011 to celebrate the opening of Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting held in Perth, which Queen Elizabeth II attended. Okay, press down.
To remove these impurities, the guard the perfumes created by Roy's
Alright, good news, all the gold has made it into the mold. And what we have here are the last couple seconds. So it's around maybe 4 seconds left. Count down with me. 4, 3, 2, 1, and it is all solid. Here we go. Alright, as I mentioned, it is still a tad too hot to touch. Therefore, it needs to go into the water. Alright. And again, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, just like that. But as you can hear, it still needs to cool down a bit before I can actually touch it. Also, gold isn't the only thing that is currently melting down here. It gets pretty hot once you open up the lid. Don't know, you might feel the heat come out there a bit. But yeah, no need to feel sorry for me. The one you should feel sorry for is this very gold bar here. Because guess what happens to it once we are finished in here?
얘기하셔도 돼요. Hi, I'm fine. I want to send this postcard to Japan by mail.
Yeah, that's $3.
$3? Okay. Can I use a credit card?
Yeah, you can do.
Yeah.